probably the biggest challenge really is in realizing how much of a change we have to make in how we did things, let's say, in the 20th century versus the 21st century, which means we're going into a century of much more resource constraint, a more what we call a crowded planet with 9 billion people expected by the year 2050. That means we have to change how we've consumed and produced things. And that mentality change and all the things that will come with it, the policy frameworks, the economic models, the institutional infrastructure will need to change along with that. And the roadmap that's being discussed today is the first step in that path, or in developing that path towards, let's say, a resource-efficient Europe in the 21st century. I think part of the process is in developing a vision. For the last 20, 30 years, we've been talking about sustainable development without actually talking about concretely what does that mean. We talk about the 3 equal pillars of sustainability, but actually the ecology or the environment is the material that we use to build our societies and to build our economies. So really what national governments, what the EU governments need to do is build that vision that says, okay, for Europe to come back into carrying capacity by 2050 so that we can have more equal access and use to resources globally. The main message really is not to be afraid of taking the steps towards that new vision and, let's say, deeper sustainability, rather than continuing with the incremental changes that we've been making for the last 20, 30 years, a bit here, a bit there, is actually being able to rethink how we're doing things, again, how we're consuming, how we're producing, how we're satisfying our needs.